Welcome back. Many GOP leaders praising President-elect Trump for his transition process so far. But new polls this morning show that American voters have mixed opinions about his high-level appointments and cabinet choices. Mr. Trump filling 11 out of 16 cabinet posts so far. The Secretary of State role still open. We obviously have been talking about Rex Tillerson this morning, as are the heads of the Energy and Veterans Affairs Departments. Frank Luntz is with me now. He's a GOP pollster. He joins us right now to assess. Good to see you, Frank.
It's a pleasure.
Your reaction first to what we've heard this morning. We heard from, obviously, Kevin McCarthy on his priorities. Your take.
It's the priorities of the House and the Senate. I see a greater level of cooperation and compromise between Republicans in the House and Republicans in the Senate to get it done. And mark my words, this 100 days will be the most significant on Capitol Hill since 1995. They're going to move quickly. It's not just about repeal of health care. It is an entirely different look at the legislative branch of politics. They're going to take responsibility. They're going to talk a lot about accountability. And they're going to say to the executive branch and the bureaucracy, you can't regulate and litigate and tax the way you have. It's time to roll them back. I think it's going to be an incredible 100 days.
It is incredible. I mean, look, Stephen Mnuchin talking about getting tax reform done in the first 100 or 150 days or so, and Kevin McCarthy seems right on board with that.
And the key is whether they're going to work together. And the fact is, no one knows this. I mean, this is really inside baseball, is that the House positions and the Senate positions have been different over time. What I'm seeing is a coming together, a listening, a genuine listening and hearing from the American people saying, work it out, compromise on the details, stick to the principles, and get it done. And Kevin McCarthy, more than any person I know, has the ability to bring people together, even some Democrats, to pass this legislation in a bipartisan fashion.
Well, look,
and watch that, by the way. You're going to see, and I know this, I've been talking up on the Senate, you're going to see half a dozen Senate Democrats wanting to work with this administration and a couple dozen House Democrats wanting to do the same as well.
Look what he ended our interview saying, basically, we're not going to waste this opportunity. We see what the American people have asked us to do. We're not going to let this window of opportunity leave us. All right, we've got to get to these polls.
But it's not asking. The public is demanding.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what I hear every day.
Right.
You don't have a chance to fail. You better succeed, or they will punish you.
So mixed performances in terms of these polls. On the one hand, Donald Trump's favorability rating is up to 50%.
Right.
What's going on with the broader public? All of a sudden, they're on the Trump train. And then you've got this Pew poll basically saying more Americans are not so sure about his transition picks.
The Pew poll is in comparison to other administrations, but Donald Trump did not get here away. And so comparing him to previous administrations isn't a proper comparison. What I do note is that even people who didn't vote for him are now willing to give him a chance. The Democratic Party is fractured right down the middle. Half of them still don't accept the election results, and the other half wants to move on, wants to see where they can cooperate, and then challenge him where they disagree.
Yeah. All right. So then it sounds like you see a different and a changing sentiment out there. I was speaking to someone the other day, and they're saying, well, I'm going to spend more over the holidays, for the Christmas holiday. I'm feeling a little more bullish. Is that what you're seeing out there?
People who watch my appearances have noted how pessimistic I have been, even to the point of being upset, because I don't believe that we listen to each other anymore, cooperate with each other. And what I've seen in the last month is a greater degree of, okay, let's move forward. Let's focus on the future. Let's find those commonalities and pursue them. You see it in the consumer confidence. You see it in the right direction numbers. You see it in Trump's approval and favorability. For the first time in the last 6 years, the public is becoming optimistic again that the changes that they talked about during the election are the changes that are going to happen.
Yeah, we see it in the stock market. We're talking about Dow 20,000 and money moving into stocks. Frank, it is good to see you. Thanks so much.
And everyone have a great holiday season, and let's hope that this positivity continues.
Yeah, and right back at you. Frank Luntz joining us.